Helps to unmute. Hello, hello. Just about 5 minutes late, only because everything for showing pen blanks, which I'm going to do a little bit later on in the live, was out in the shop for our New Year's Eve live. So I thought it was all here and it wasn't. So sorry about that, folks. But welcome to Carrie Talk, new for 2026. So here I am. Glad to see you all here. Hello, Larry. Welcome in. I don't think Tim is here right now. I did get a couple of messages in my personal Facebook. If you have any questions about Leopard, I don't usually check my personal. I won't answer there because it just makes it easier to do everything Leopard in one place, which is the email, which is going across the bottom of the screen, unless I contact you personally. So we have not had many lives this weekend because, and I thought Tim mentioned it, and he might have mentioned it, you might not have been there. He is actually, I'll explain where Tim is right now, but I'll say hello and welcome everyone in. Hello, Starla. I welcome Larry in. Hello, Trudy. Good to see you. Hello, Stacy I. Glad you're here. Let's see. Do I need to read? No, Larry, you don't need to refresh. I'm just 5 minutes late. Always give me about 5-10 minutes. If Tim's not here and I'm doing it solo, especially since I had to move everything from the shop, our studio in the garage, the shop actually, to here. So I forgot, all my stuff was out there, so I had to move it. And I was not as ready as I thought. Hello, Linda in Canada. Welcome in. Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well and all your kitties. Echo, I don't know why there's an echo. I'm the only one on. So might try and refresh. I don't hear an echo on my end, but I'm not hearing it. So I don't know why there's an echo. Shouldn't be. I don't need my own mic because, oh, sorry, that was new. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, sometimes if you have two devices and you pull us up, you get that echo thing. I've done it too, Stacy. Not a big deal. I just want to be sure that I was sounding okay to everyone. Hopefully everyone had a great new year and 2026 is being good to you. Hello, Denise. Welcome in. Glad you made it today. Glad to see you. So this was a new thing I just kind of thought of. I was driving back from taking Kevin to work. He has a 20-minute drive at the new Walmart he works at. So I go back and forth, and when I'm in the car by myself, I just kind of think. So I thought, I knew I wanted to go live today, but I didn't want to do like the typical thing because Tim isn't here. And these are going to be kind of it's called Carrie Talk, which I just come on and talk, show blanks, whip and chat, share things that are going on and plans we're having, or if we're not going to be around somewhere, just to update everybody so you sort of know what's going on and we didn't fall off the face of the earth. So Tim is actually in, and I may have mentioned it at the end. I wasn't on his last live. I don't know if he mentioned he was heading to New York City. He left on Friday and he has been there since. The show started today. He did do an impromptu live, kind of walking around the showroom floor as vendors were setting up. And these are like big time vendors with lots of retail technology. So it's pretty much a quick go around. He was just on his phone walking through the show. So you can check that out on the lives from yesterday. It's really busy today, and they have an impromptu meeting with Perpetual Client at 5:30 Eastern, which is in about 20 minutes. So he didn't think he would be joining. So it's just me going solo today. So kind of wanted to just chit chat with you all, kind of let you know what's going on with us for this month anyway. So Tim is gone this week. He'll be back toward the end of the week, probably, I think Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure. I know he changed his flight, but I can't remember the exact day. I think it's Wednesday, very, very, very late. but he'll be back for the weekend to get back on board with turning orders and all kinds of things. But while he was in New York and on the plane, he played around with his new toy, which is a 3D printer. So I have some things to show that we designed. I think he talked about some of them, and he did do an impromptu live, pop-up live, designing our box, and we sort of printed some, and I tested it out, and we came up with some drill rollers too, which is kind of cool. Hello, Joe. Welcome in. Glad to see you. You had withdrawals. Cindy, did you get your pen? It should have arrived to you by now. If not, it should be there Monday for sure. I don't know how often you get to the post office to go get it from where you live. I know you have to take a little ride. But I'm glad to be here. I really wanted to go live today because I missed all of you, and I didn't want you guys to think that we forgot about you and whatever. The end of the month, January 27th to February 3rd, I will be out of town, and Tim will be out of town. 2 separate trips, just the way it worked out. A girlfriend is going on a last-minute cruise. She has this Disney cruise down in Texas. She has this meeting in Dallas, and she has this goal to hit so many cruises, so her name will go on the Disney island in the Bahamas. So she's grabbing cruises as fast as she can. She lives in Florida, so she can get them pretty quickly. She's single, has some cats, and she goes on these cruises and gets good deals. And then she tells me to go book it for her. So at least the ones that I go on with her. So I'm going down to Dallas on the 27th, and I'll get to meet Joe, and we're going to kind of go to Simply Gilded. We're going to go have some ramen because that's my Ticket to Ride theme canvas. So we're going to take a picture of us eating ramen as if we were in Tokyo. So that's going to be kind of fun. And then the next day I head down to Galveston Island, and my friend comes the day after to get on the cruise. She's a one level higher than me, so she gets early boarding. So it should be pretty fun. And it's just what I call a cat cruise. Now, those of you that have kitties know cats lay around and chill and just lay on the couch and let you rub them and do fun stuff. We're doing that. We're just going to chill, unwind, sit by the pool, go to buffets, whatever, go to the spa at there, and just whatever we feel like doing at the time. No real schedule. So she has a big meeting in Dallas, so she just wants to unwind and not have to worry about anything else. So she's tagging me along. So it's a pretty good deal. It's very inexpensive. So one of those can't pass it up. So Tim is going to go help his mom and work from Phoenix, and he'll be in Phoenix visiting his mom and his sister who lives there close to his mom, and just do some honeydews for his mom. She's 88 and she doesn't get to fix things and really doesn't know how to fix things. Tim's dad passed away a number of years ago, so that is what he will be doing. So he figures since I was gone, he would just do that. That was a perfect time because I just get in the way when he does that. I could diamond paint, but it's hard to travel all the way there and bring something that would keep me busy enough long enough. So that is where we will be at the end. So the weekend of the 30th, and we should be back for the beginning of February. So want to let everybody know that so you don't know that we're missing. And we'll let you know closer to that time. So that's what I have going on. Let's see. I'm working on Duck Bath. There's an event right now, Art by Julia, which is Duck Bath is by Art by Julia. And I was going to do the mystery kit. I was going to do Duck Bath. I spun the wheel for all her canvases that I have. I was gifted, sort of gifted. Hey, I have Panda Cafe if you'd like to buy it from Denise was able to find it. And I'm like, yes, I'll buy it from you. And so that was very nice. Denise was thinking of me. So thank you for that. Because I didn't, during Black Friday, as you know, if any of you did Black Friday at midnight, it crashed. So I didn't get the canvases that I want, 2 of the canvases I wanted. So that was one of them. So that was very nice that Denise was able to score that with a trade. And I just bought it. And of course, if you ever do that, I will give Leopard credit for that. If you're a Leap member, we do those kind of things. So we've been busy making, I created a blank that goes with Duck Bath and the mystery kit colors. So I will show that at the end, and I'll probably be posting that. I will show you our 3D printed items. And then we will do some blanks. I collected all my Raptures that I could find that one of everything that I had in stock. And I got some new ones. Some people had pre-ordered some. They are here. I think it was Jess, Russ, and Joe had done that. We had someone else who was not able to carry through with their pre-order of Rapture. So I thought, well, maybe somebody would want them. They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I know a lot of you, I know what colors you all like, and you would like them. So all of us usually have the same tastes most of the time with colors. So some beautiful blanks are available for claiming with Rapture. The flipper glitter blanks that are like 5 1/4 inches long that I have for the flipper. I think I have one here. Yeah, these kind of blanks. I have a Senator, Hydra, Snowflake, some other ones that are on his website, but I have them in stock, so it's easy. So these are great flippers. You can put screwed in ends in it, and it's a really great flipper. It's the perfect size. It's 4 1/4 inches. And I had a Senator, and I lent it to Kevin when he started diamond painting, and it's missing somewhere. I cleaned the house, I cleaned the craft room, I can't find it. So it could be in a bucket somewhere, but I've cleaned my craft room so I can actually sit at my desk now for big canvases. So I hope to do more big canvases this year and slash my stash. As you know, Tim puts together a spreadsheet, but that was kind of hard. You couldn't tell what they look like, and some of those prices are negotiable. So I'm going to go through that at a future time, not today. But you can look at that spreadsheet. If you have any questions, we're glad to go through it. I'm probably going to post some individual pictures so you can see them and put some of those up on the D-Stash as well. So that being said, let's get going here. So I'm probably not going to diamond paint, but I'm going to go through the comments here and see what we got going on. Hello, I'm here. Joe is always making the most awesome dinner. I had healthy choice because I'm by myself today because Kevin is at work. So I just kind of grabbed that. So I'm glad you had. Isn't this nice? Cindy's so sweet. I know she sent me a message and goes, are you guys okay? So it's good to know that we're missed. Because we love our Leopard family. Let's see. She says, hi. I get it tomorrow. Okay. I'm anxious to see what you think. We named it. It looked on the screen like it was, I think, purple and blue, I think it was, but it looks purple. So we called it Purple. I think it was Trudy that named it that, Purple. So it's very pretty. You will really love it, I think. Carrie, I won another. Let's see, I can't read this. Carrie, I won another blank from Bistro in the Asian event, so I was sending you. You're just lucky, Cindy. You win everything. I don't know how you do it, but you have the luck of the Irish, as my dad would say. So, yeah, just let me know when you're sending it. You have my address, and then we will let you know what the cost will be as well, and I'll make a listing for you for that. Just like I did the last time. So whenever you get that, I think the Asian event is over, isn't it, Cindy? I think it's over now. I think it was for a year. As I know, Kat from Sparkling Dust and Diamonds, who was a host on that, is now doing Year of the Horse in February. And there's a lot of events going on in February. Yes, it's over. Okay. Yeah, it's I'm hoping I won't pass out. I might have to step away for just a minute to put a bandage on hubby's stitches. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I had that removed on my head, but I didn't have to have a Band-Aid and my eyebrow. And now that I had 2 stitches there, they thought it was just water and like an ingrown hair that got really big. And it was actually like a little cyst, kind of mole that had blood in it. So they had to cut it up and put 2 stitches. This was years ago. And so now hair doesn't grow there. So I either have to take an eyebrow pencil or go get like stain when I get my eyebrows waxed or something. Year of the Horse is in January. So that's going on. I just saw it, Trudy. I think it's February 1st to the 28th. And I think that's going on right now. I know the Richard Loren's bird event is going on currently. The Art by Julia is going on right now. Let's see. There's also an Ivy Dolomore DP along. It says year long, but I think it's only a couple of months. And that was for you to work on any Ivy Dolomore whips that you have. So that's going on. But let me show you some cool things. I had gotten a blank, and I knew Tim was going to travel, so I sent this off to Donna Bass because I like to show my love around, just to show what's going. So she did this for me, which is really nice. So I support other returners as well, because we have lots going on and we love having you, and we turn them live. But I had this, and it was a Castaway, and it ended up going to Donna by accident. Or was this one I sent? I forget. So anyway, I do that quite often. And then Donna has to tell me that, what you did. I'm like, yeah, let's leave it. I'm not gonna, whatever. I have to pay attention. I'm in too many blank groups to buy blanks for all you guys. Listen, I think I'm getting old. I never won anything in my entire marriage. With the DP community, I seem to have great luck. You do. Oh, here, Trudy's going to give us an update on Year of the Horse. There are 2. One is 1 month long by Black Dahlia. The other is all year long, hosted by. Oh, yeah, I know. Some shop got some Lori Brindles, which her horses are gorgeous, if you've ever seen them. And so there's one shop that is getting a lot of Lori Brindles in, and a lot of horse and unicorn paintings. So it's very, very pretty. Anyway, so this was my duck bath. I'm going to remove it for a minute so I can show you some other things, and get set up for pens, blanks. So that's that. I have the ducks, and this is Stitch. I had this glued in, this tip here and this tip here glued in because it was a little loose, and Teflon tape and washi just didn't cut the mustard. So I told Tim, just glue it. This is going to be my e-pen anyway. He had done this for April like this, and another customer, I forget, she's in Washington State. And then I think Rachel in Florida, she had it done the same way. So I'm like, okay, well, I have this one, make me that, because I like always doing Stitch. He's one of my favorite characters. So that's that. And if you haven't used an e-pen and want to see that, just shout out how it works. I can show you. I've also started, Kevin and I are doing a year of Disney. So I don't know if Denise is still here, but Denise got Kevin to, when he was doing Lego, to try diamond painting. And he did. And he is obsessed. He has done almost all the Flintstones, a lot of Disney little diamonds, and all the Flintstones. He's doing Bam Bam now, and he's off Tuesday. He's going to work on that. But this is my first one of a year of Disney. Kevin and I are both doing a Disney canvas a month, or at least always be working on a Disney throughout this year. That's kind of our / the stash because we have a lot of Disney. I kind of went overboard. So, and I love them all because they're all my favorite characters and things like that. So I did this. I single place these only because it's really hard to, when I multi-place, I see the black line because it's a light color. So I do single place all this. And as you can tell from here, I doodle. I draw lines going like I did when I did cross stitch. So I sort of draw little patterns and then fill in the pattern. It's not quite as bad. So the background will all be single placed. And I got her shoes, and they have I believe, a luminescent. So they're all doodadded up in gold. It's much shiny. I think you can see how shiny it is. And then her jewel on her head and her necklace is all doodadded, as well as the lamp. So I think that's the lamp. Oh, the lamp is fairy dust, but it's all shiny and an embellishment. So I have a couple of these. These are on Amazon, and they're like only 13 by 17, very easy. There's a lot of kits like that, so you can usually grab them. So I, of course, grabbed them all because Katie from Diamond and Washing did the whole series, and of course I watched, and I'm like, oh, that looks so cute. Oh, I like that one too. So I have an issue. And I want to show you a new item. I'm going to be taking a picture. This is a new item from Carissa's Craft Corner. And we love Carissa over here at Leopard Leatherworks because she just is very generous. And she started her business similar around the same time we did. And we had 100-member Facebook Live back in 2023. And she joined and sent me a whole bunch of pen holders and prizes to get her name out there. And so I took a picture, and I had this little basket, which is super cute, which you can just throw all your stuff in. And I throw all my embellishments I'm using in a canvas. Here's my little DP with sparkler notes. And I just had that sitting there. She goes, I'm going to send you a thing to stand your little sticker on. So this arrived yesterday. So it's kind of cute. You can just do, put your little thing in there, and it just slides right in, and whatever you're working on, and it just sits there really cute. So very cute. It goes with the rest of like my little basket. And I did get a Lazy Susan for Christmas. So I haven't used it. It's 80 trays, but I haven't used it. Thank you, Joe. So I'm glad you think that's cute. Kevin picked it for me. We spun the wheel of which of those Amazon Disney princesses I do, and that was the one I won. And I think he's doing a Jasmine that's from Diamond Art Club, big head one. He did Jafar, so he wants to do Jasmine. And so that's that one. It's super cute. This was from Black Friday 2024, and I'm finally doing it. So I've just done this part right down here. I usually work left to right, and then go up the side or however I want to do it, whatever I want to work on. So it just depends, but usually try and do rows because I'm an accountant. So that kind of keep to the rows, go across the row this way or that way. But I've been sort of going whatever I want to work on. So I've been working on the kitchen cats from Lubica, the big-eyed cats. And that's been a lot of fun, but I'm doing the walls now and they're very boring. So not very exciting, but it's all like color blocking. And so it's light color. So I'm single placing it. That's the only time I single place, because when I single place, when it's like a lighter color, I don't know, you can comment in the comments if you think it's difficult because it's hard to do that. So, let me get this off the table. It's been on there for weeks now. Let me hang it up. Thanks for joining me today. And today's the last day, but Diamond Design Co. is having a sale. It's her 1-year anniversary. And so everything's 18% off. So there's a lot of minis, and there's a lot of mini events happening in February and March. So it's a great time to get some of her minis. I think I was talking, I think to Aunt Margaret and said, hey, there's nothing, she doesn't have, this one, it's an old one, but it's discontinued. She discontinued it because she needed to make room for full-size canvases. So she's doing a full-size canvas. First one was Miss Fluff. Which, let me find it. I got it. It was super cute. It was a poodle. And then Ditsy's Diamond Den actually bought the digital files from Yellow Dog. So even though Yellow Dog has closed, it's more for, I think, retirement and difficulty with Canada and all that going on. So let me see if I can clean this. So there I am in my Christmas outfit. But here is the poodle, and this is from Diamond Design Co. And it's just the poodle, the pink poodle. And so there is a matching tray to this at Ditsy's Diamond Den, and it is one of the regular trays that was from Yellow Dog. It's called the Doggy Line. So to commemorate them. So they're still around, and people go, "Oh, I want to order from Yellow Dog, but they're out of business." Well, their trays are still available. They're just done by Ditsy's Diamond Den. They do a great job. I got some really tiny ones. Here's a tiny one that I was going to get from Yellow Dog, and it's really great. It's great for trips and just doing a few very small sections with maybe 5 or 6 drills. You can throw it in there and do that, especially if you're not using an E-pen. So it's really cute. So that is her offering. Everything's 18% off. And she launched another design with Miss Fluff. So Miss Fluff is legally licensed with her. Emma Casey has some minis. Reagan Kupacek has some minis with, and legally licensed Care Bears and Emma's Dragons. So go check those out, and some other new minis. So go check those out. So I have some beautiful blanks here today. These I'm going to show I'm going to sporadically do them, but there are a lot of new ones that just came in. This one being one of them. If you can't see it, move these. And I've got my handy dandy template in case I have rounds. So I'll put prices down here in a minute. So this just came in Friday. I mean, I literally just got it. And that's a pink, by the way. I'll show it closer here in a minute. And then, let's see. Show an older one. I have this one, which that was an auction from a couple of while ago. If you see the round thing blanks like this, those are on his website. You can go get it and have it sent to me directly, and Dan will do that. He does drops a lot of those size of blanks, but these are from his auction, and you can purchase remakes. So if you ever are on the auction and there's a blank that catches your eye, screenshot it and send it to me, because after the auction, he will do remakes. It takes 6 to 8 weeks, but it's worth it because the blanks are gorgeous. I buy some too, so just in case somebody didn't make it and doesn't want to wait after they see it, you can have it come to us and you can pay for it there, or you can have me do it and you don't pay for the blank until it arrives to us, and we will turn it for you. Let's see. This is an older one. That one's called Mazes, and the inside is called Gala. Very pretty combination of purple, blue, and gold. I think that was the one. No, that wasn't the one I got then. I did one of them, writing pen, and I don't know, in my other bag. So let's see. Let's do some little round ones. We have a hot pink. This is the Glow Glitter line. It's called Naomi. It's pink. It's sort of like the Galinda pink. Let me change the lighting on here because it's really. Let's see. There you go. That's better. I think that's more color of what it is. And so this is Naomi. Very pretty. I have this in a flipper with the flying tire, 4 1/4 with screw-in ends. It is wonderful. So let's see. I have a bad feeling I'm going to like a. Oh yeah, you will. They're raptures. They're raptures. Wonderful. I have that set too. I'm working on a Diamond Design Co. Mini now from the fall forest set. Oh, that's cool. I didn't get any of the fall ones. I was busy, but I have a breakfast set, a sea creature set. That was from her first kit she had. I have the Care Bears, the dragons from Emma. Stacy H showed me hers. I'm like, oh gosh. And so I have those. I have another thing from Reagan because I love Reagan Kupachek's artwork. And Reagan has done 2 customs for me. So one used to be with Art and Soul called Carrie and Claude. A couple of you have done that one. And the release paper is still available at Bee's Crafty Corner. So you can get the release paper of Carrie and Claude being the leopard. And then she did some soul bears, what she calls them. And it's 2 soul bears, pink and teal. And above are 2 little baby leopards. And that's Tim and I celebrating our anniversary. I had it made for him. So he likes prints. So that's kind of a special meaning thing. Okay, so I have this one. This was from an auction too. Very pretty, very Wizard of Oz. It's like, it is called Tahiti Reef. And I believe Jess Russ had this turned a couple of weeks ago, like in December. So this is super pretty. Diamond, they come out really super nice. Has writing pens or diamond painting pens. They're gorgeous. And this white is just so stellar. And it just is so soft and it's so great to work with. So that one is called White with Tahitian Reef, which I thought that was cool. And then this one, last time I showed this blank, Teresa Raymer won it. And a couple of people said, oh, I want that. One person had to pass. I got it for her and she passed on it. And then I can't remember who else wanted one. So I have one available because that person passed. I think I have one more extra. But this is called Stepping Stones, very popular. And this colorway inside is called Omnius. That's a mouthful for me. Hey, Jess. So this one is gorgeous. I got turned on to this color from Jess. She had one with like clear ends and then a burl in the middle of this color, which is, it's like green and blue and purple. It's like all the colors that everyone loves. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this is available and it's called Stepstones. And it's white with these stepping stones of the Omnius resin. Very pretty. And it's got glitter in it. And it's just like, oh, it's gorgeous. We also have, I ordered some of these round ones because everyone loves them for flippers. And mini pens. So this is glow glitter and it's called Snowflake. I don't like a very like elephant foot baseball bat. So I'm usually a 0.61, 0.62, and I usually go with 0.58 for this, just so I have a nice baseball bat to hold on to. Hey, Rebecca, welcome in. So this is called Snowflake. It is from the Glow Glitter line. So this glitter glows in the dark if you put a black light to it. So pretty cool. And it's gorgeous. It looks like snowflakes and very versatile for any canvas all the time. So very cool. And I'll go say hello to everybody as soon as I go finish digging in my royal thing. I have this one I've had for quite a while. And this is from the Glitterati series, and it has various glitter. And this is called Iris, and it's like a lavender purple with like black and the glow glitter, and it's super pretty. Another gorgeous one, especially if you're a purple fan, and it makes a great flipper or regular pen as well. So gorgeous. So there's that one. And then we have a few people are doing duck bath. Oh, this is page one. This is a one that is from, this is from Blanks by DPP. I had a customer who ordered this blank and then it got dropped again and she ordered it again. And I said, did you want two of these? And she said, no. Oh, what cruise? Rebecca? I didn't know you're going on a cruise. With who and where? I guess you're going to Galveston if you're going to Texas. That's where I'm going in a couple weeks. So this is from Blanks by DPP. It's a silver gray bottom and then sort of like a pastel glitter on the top. This makes a great, this is 5 1/4, but Tim has turned this a few times for people and this gets kind of the middle in here and overlaps it. Vases would look very pretty with that. I've seen it a little shorter with a fine tire in there, a clown bow tie, executive bow, not executive, the Pennywise. It looks very nice with Pennywise. Now, how did we come up with Pennywise? We were going to change it to the clown something, and Joe didn't. It was for Joe, and Joe doesn't like clowns. So, or is not favoring them. So we started calling it, and then it turned into Pennywise. So it sounds a lot nicer. So anyway, that's kind of a joke. But anyway, we have a lot of other new turns. So you have to just go through the Facebook. And if you do get blanks, we appreciate when you post them because that's how new people see what kind of turns we do. Surprise from my son for Christmas. He's getting married on the beach in Cozumel. Oh, which ship are you going on? And for how long? Is it 4 night, a week? Oh, that's wonderful, Rebecca. I'm so glad you get to go. That is awesome. You will have a wonderful time. And is this your first cruise? It'd be good to know. All right, let's see what we got here. I have a pen here. Well, it was here. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we have these newer blanks from Rapture have gone up slightly. They're $20. So I pay for the blanks. And then when they come in, if you like one, you just pay the blank and the turning service for that. This has chunky glitter in it. So it takes Tim a little bit extra time. So it's 20. I usually just, because you're buying the blank too, and I just do it for 65 flat out. Very easy. This is all resin, so very simple. And this one was 20 as well with the $45 square resin turning fee. It's 65. Very simple. Math is easy. Math is hard, but I think I do it the easiest way. This is maize with white with the gala. And this one also was one of the newer ones. If it was one of the older ones, I don't have very many of the older ones when he charged only 15 for the blanks, but these are all more. And then these are chunky. So Tim has to really spend time because the glitter goes everywhere and it sometimes sticks out and it makes it rough. So we usually do these. Let me see, make a note somewhere. Kevin's got to put, oh, here we go. I'll use the box. 15. Yeah, it ends up being 65 itself because these blanks are cheaper, but the turning is more. It's kind of weird, but it turns out to the same price. So these are pretty much all, except for this one, 15. Yeah, and they're all 65 actually. So they're pretty simple. They're all the same. And then I'll take a picture of this and post it. So if anybody doesn't claim anything, I can show it to the rest of the team. So our team, I'm used to saying the team, but it's not. And then in between, I'm going to show Tim's new products that he made. So pretty cool stuff. Okay. Let's take a picture of that. Usually most people will watch the replay and then send it to me. And so, but just in case, I'll put them out there. Not everybody gets on the video. Okay, so this is what we have. So is anyone interested in A1 through A9? If you are, please indicate, and I will set it aside for you, and then I will send you a reserve listing. 4 nights on Carnival. I went on a cruise, but oh, it's much different now, Rebecca, way different. I went on one in 2015, and it's the same cruise line. I usually go Disney, as that's how I get my Disney fix, because I can't walk in the parks anymore. So I just go on the cruises. And so every January, February, we usually go. It's usually the Leopard annual meeting, but my friend wanted to go. So Tim graciously gave up his going with me. So that Stacy I wants A1 and A8. That's why I didn't send the New Year's stuff out, because I knew I was going to show this, and I thought some people might see that, and I can just combine everything together. Now, another new thing with New Year's sales and Christmas sales, a lot of blanks got sent to us. All Things Handcrafted has a mystery box, and you get 10 blanks, and he'll send it wherever. And I got one of those, and that's 10 blanks. To make it easier, we're doing 6 blanks at a time. I had surfed out on there, and a couple other turners are doing the same thing. They're doing about 5 or 6 blanks an order. So if they get a bunch of blanks from you, we split it to like 6. Some do 5. I'll do 6. And then that will be franchise. And anything 4 or less gets in the regular live rotation. That way, Tim can usually do 4 blanks on a live. And that way, you're not waiting to the next live. And then if it's a live on Monday, he doesn't get to it for another week. So that was just something I thought of, and it's not too bad. So A1 and A8. Yes, this is beautiful. This is the bell glitter in here. So it's that blue and purple, and oh, it's absolutely stunning. Which I'll show you the bell. You can certainly see it better here. That's the bell glitter. It's gorgeous. So it's not just like black glitter or something. It's got beautiful. So it's super pretty. And then A8, which is the iris, which I know Stacy likes purple. So when I was laying these out, I go, Stacy, I come. She's gonna grab purple. So here's those. So they're each 65 each. And I'm just going to add your one from New Year's Eve. For those that weren't there, New Year's Eve, and there's still some available, you can go watch and just ask me. Blanks for free, and just pay for turning, and then all ready to ship pens were all $25, which is much less than normal. But a lot of them were from other turners that I had over time, bought because it matched something, and I love to support my fellow turners, to share the love, small shops, and just to see what's out there. And sometimes I don't know what group I'm in, and I go in the wrong group, and it's going to another turner, which they tell me, and it's fine, and I'll abide by their policies. So, but then I get to see different other turn ideas too. So, and I mean, you can only turn a blank so many ways in the middle, especially if it's small. So, anybody else for anything else here? Did I miss anything? Over here. Do I have this Irish one? I think so. I could have sworn you did, Stacy, because it's purple. But you never have too much purple. So you can look, and then you could always tell me later, like, hey, can you take that off my order? So I tend to think that you did get it, but it might have been one of those that back when I did it back in 2024, and I had a Rapture one again, and then spin the picker, and you just didn't get chosen. So I don't know. You can check and let me know. So, yes, Jess is right. Bell glitter goes with everything, and it's Tim's favorite. We had the abalone with the bell glitter on the ends. Gorgeous. Starla got one of those. Joe got that. Denise. a couple other people. I had one, but somebody's blank exploded. I didn't want them to wait. So I told Tim, just take the one that exploded and make it shorter for me. I'm fine. So that's someday in the future. But I knew there'd be something else that I'd see that I'd want anyway. So I'm, cry over spilt milk. But that other person is very happy that they got and didn't have to wait another time to have them remade. But I did reorder 6 of them when I bought 2, and 2 were sold on a live. And then I took orders, which I can do. And making 6 or 3 of one color is a lot easier for Dan than trying to do 100 different ones for everybody. That takes a lot longer time frame. And we know we make blanks too. It's not an easy process. I don't know how many trays and pots and cookers and how he cooks them to get them ready, but he's a busy guy. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks from an auction. So if it ends in the end of December, I don't expect to see it until at least mid-February. I don't even ask him unless it gets to be, okay, let me just make sure I didn't get lost in the process. And he's pretty cool. And he'll tell me I'm not quite there yet, but I've got yours set away. I'm like, okay. And I usually do about 6 to 10 just because I do other people's orders. Or I just get more of one thing because I know what somebody would like. So try to guess. Sometimes you can't guess always, but okay. Anybody else for anything else here? Going once, going twice. You might want to see what else I have, and that's totally fine. I'm going to be posting it in the Facebook group, and you can claim it later if you don't see anything that you want. So now we're going to do the bees. The bees. So let's get rid of these. And put these, and then bring any big bags here. Okay, where would I put these? I'll just put them on the floor. Kevin can pick them up when he gets home. Let's see. So let's take my little template. And I took a photo so I know which are which if somebody asks. So if you're watching the replay, you can check it out. And so, Jess, I had the 3 that you ordered. You'll notice some of these that are familiar that you also got. So I will send that out here after this in case you saw any more that you wanted. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh, you can't see it. Look at that. Oh my God. It is phenomenal. Oh my goodness gracious. This one I've had around a while. Very much like true crime, murder kind of colors. So we have Aura that's been around the block a few times. We have the Hydra, which is very popular. I can't keep that in. And then we have this one, which is a herringbone with white with carousel. So it's kind of like a rose red pink with ocean blue and a very light Irish purple in the herringbone. I believe this is the one that I have in a writing pen with a cap that Tim had. I think it was Ruiz. He made that for me. Tim didn't want to he wanted to surprise me because I wanted a pen with a cap. So he asked him to make it for me. And so that was my very first writing pen ever. Because I don't need a writing pen. And so he got me that as a surprise for birthday a year ago. Let's see. This is actually a blanks by DPP, but Rapture has one similar. It's called Sprinkles, but this is like the same color glitter, actually. So this looks like the same thing, and it's like pastel glitter and a silvery glitter, and it's just like the other one I had, but it's all this glitter. Very pretty, and it's chubby. That other one with the gray on the bottom is chubby, and this is chubby. So if you like that stuff, like fat fingers and 0.72 or a 0.68, this is for you. And I have a lot of customers that like that. Or if you want to go with a 0.62, 0.63, you'll get a beautiful baseball bat or end with this because you have a medium thick to thick turn. We've got my favorite Senator. I believe Stacy, you do have this. That I know. And Joe, you have this. I know that. The light on your desk is a little bright. Oh, sorry. Is that better? Hope that's better. Sorry, folks. Thank you, Jess. It's always good to know. You just don't know. I'm looking at it quick. I'm like, that does look bright, but there we go. I haven't done a live in here. We're usually in Tim's office, and he has the camera that is close down on the desk, and his lighting is a little bit better than mine in here. So I have what I call the esthetician light. It's kind of like that half moon. There is some on Amazon that you can just put on your desk, but it's only so wide. This one gives you free reign of the whole A1 light board. So here is the Senator. It's like a periwinkle. That's what I call it. It's periwinkle with silver, and it's in the folklore glitter. It's absolutely gorgeous. Very popular one as well. Now wait till you see this one. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Bell glitter on the ends with this. It's called carousel. So the same thing that's in this is in the middle in the burl mold. Beautiful pink ocean blue, and it blends with the bell so well. I didn't even know what all they had. And then someone says, can you make a remake of this? I'm like, oh, put me down. So I got 2 of these. So I have 1 for sale. And this is gorgeous. Bell glitter, my favorite. So this is very similar to the abalone, except the abalone ivory ecru, whatever you want to call it, is the same in the middle. This blank is the exact same, except for the carousel, which is the pink, the ocean blue, and green and purple. Very pretty. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's called Resin Brit is what it's called. So very pretty. And last in this group, this is all bell glitter. Can't have enough bell glitter. I'll put that for the next round so someone can think about that. This one here is I haven't seen this in a while. This is called Deviant, and it's sort of black with this all kind of rainbow glitter through it. Very pretty. Great, goes with everything on the canvas because the primary colors are all in the glitter and it's black, so it goes with a lot. Makes a great flipper or regular diamond painting pen, e-pen. Very good. These make great e-pens. You really can't see the drill all the way through on these glitter blanks from Dan. They're wonderful. So, okay, and these are all 65 as well. So if you see anything that catches your eye, please claim it in the comments so I can note that and then note to someone else. I'll take a picture of this again so I know in case somebody asks me, I don't have to pull out the video. Makes it easier. There we go. Okay. Any takers on any of these? B1, and I do have the Irish blank. Okay, so I'll take the Irish blank back. What do I do with it? Oh, here it is. Ooh, goodness. Taking the cord. Okay. So I'll take the Irish blank out, and I'll put that back in the box. And then B1, Jess wants B9. Let's get it back. Jess. Mm-hmm. Do my pen. E9 and B1. Oh, Stacy, this is beautiful. A couple people got this. Joe got this. Jess Russ got this. I have it, and then there's one here. So they're all sold. They're very beautiful. So, okay, we got those two for you, and those are both new ones that just came in. So those are brand spanking new. Any other ones for these? This is a new one as well. The other ones have been around the block a few times, but not, we always have new people, so they might not have seen them. So I try and show them. Anybody for this? It's gorgeous. It's really pretty. Really pretty. Going once, going twice. And you can, I'm going to put in a Facebook post, or you can go back and screenshot it from the video and let me know if you change your mind and want any of these other ones. And if you're watching the replay and you see one that catches your eye, let me know. And usually my people that like chubby blanks have purchased that when DPP was dropping. They're a lot to us. And we have one more round of that, and I'm going to show you Tim's new products that he designed. He talked about it on his live, I believe. Okay. There we go. Hope I didn't move that. Yeah. All right. And these will all be the same deal. I'm going to throw another one in the mix. And I have two of them, so I can show you the other one, but it's got a white tag on it, so it's sort of hard to see. But this is the better of the two. This has more ducks. If you want one with less ducks, I have one with less ducks. But I'm sorry, I tried to get the tag off, but I couldn't. So this is from Castaway. It's got Palmer clay ducks. So that's okay, Larry. You can. And I know you like red. I know we haven't gone through and see what we can find for you in the blanks that were free. I know I had some, so we will find something for you. Don't worry. So it's got like this blue 3D, ice blue 3D printed through here. And then in the clear resin are Palmer clay yellow ducks. So if you're working on any of the Art by Julia's, this is a great blank for that. There are a couple canvases that have these yellow ducks in them. It was an artist, I believe, that Enablers carried, Hiroko. And so she has canvases elsewhere too, now that they're not going to be doing canvases anymore, which very sad to hear, because Elizabeth and Edward had some beautiful canvases and artists over there. So, but you might want to look for that one. And there's just lots of duck stuff lately. Ducks are everywhere. So that's the ducks. So this one is 70 only because of the ducks. And it's 3D printed just based on what they charge for that with shipping. Because these were a special order because of the Art by Julia. They had enough sponsors about them. I found out about it. So this is Thermal Mutations. This has been around. This is a interstellar glitter, and this is black that goes to teal. So if you happen to sit your blank out in the sun or the heat, it will change to a different color. So, because we tried to do it like this when it doesn't work. But when Tim's turning it, this black will turn to dark green, like a teal green. And then when it cools, it goes back to black. But if you had it in the heat or the sun, it would probably start changing color. But this is black to teal. It's called the Thermal Mutation. And then this is the Interstellar Glitter. which is like a clear with a gold opalescent glitter in there. So that is, these are 12. So hold on. 12. It's about the same thing with the chunky glitter in it. So it's 65 for those. And I have 2 ducks if you want to see the other less ducky. And then this is the green to teal, which has the Senator, which is that other blank that's like a periwinkle. And then this goes from green to teal, same thing. And it has like a green, but it has a little bit of like silver, just a dusting in there of that. And these are all available on his website, but we have them, so you don't have to wait for shipping and for him to pull them and put your order together. So no waiting there. So since I had a lot of Belle in the last drop, this is the Belle glitter one, which is very pretty, set alone. If you wanted one alone, if you had like the abalone with the ones on the end, and then had this has maybe a flipper to alternate by, it's pretty cool. So it's very pretty. It's kind of like a clear with this light teal and purple and silver glitter floating through it. You can see that it's clear. Can't really see it there, but it is very clear with this glitter just popping in. So very simple. And this is 65. These are, I have some other ones that are not. Now this is a very older one. This costs 15. So this one is only 60. This is called the Broken Diamonds, which is the same as the other one we had. And it has like a abalone in the middle with a green color, just flat out green resin. And then the abalone is the diamonds. Very pretty as well. Pretty writing pen, pretty diamond painting pen. Great for if you are doing the Wizard of Oz. It looks like the Emerald City lit up. It's kind of nice, very nice. So very pretty. Yes, the Deviant was very pretty. Tim fell in love with it and bought the whole run. I remember that a couple of years ago. It's been around a while. This is another thermal mutation I had, and these were all the ones I had. Solid color, red with Daydreamer. It goes a lot with mermaids. A lot of mermaid canvases have this like teal with opal glitter or opal ABs or something like that. Looks really pretty. And then this is red that, and this is just a solid color mutation. Doesn't say what it turns into, but it's got a sparkle of, and you can see that, of just silver glitter in that red. So it's very pretty. Looks great with mermaids stuff. Some of Hannah Lynn's mermaids and Moody Maid's mermaids. It goes a lot with that. Let's see. Then I have this one here, which is Argyle, which is very pretty. And it has a blissful is what it's called, which was in the other pink blank that Stacy claimed. And it's just all black Argyle with the blissful all the way through it. And it's kind of like that baby girl pink purple mixture with some white splashes in there. Very pretty. And there's that one. Let me catch up here. So if you're all about pink, here's pink. Now, I think I'm off a little bit. It's a little off. And then I have last. This one is the Golden Nugget. I have one of these if someone is interested. And these are gold blank one. I just don't have enough room. But I do have that one as a blank. And then the iris we showed earlier. And then this one here is the mazes with white with Venus, which is like a sapphire blue, pink, and teal. Like a Tiffany blue. Very pretty. A teal Tiffany blue mixture. So very pretty with the mazes. Makes a nice writing pen, e-pen, diamond painting pen, whatever you would like. And all these raptures are 5 1/4. So if you like the 5 1/4 length, there's no cutting. We can cut them down though as well, if that's what you would like to do. And the last one I have is my latest, back in the day when a lot of you might remember, Leopard poured their own blanks because we didn't know about casters. So I poured everything. A new canvas would come out, and they didn't have drops of new releases as much as they do now, of multiple paintings with lots of colors and all that. So Tim and I talked, and we really loved making the blanks. And I love to pull the colors and see what I can come up with and see if my vision is correct. So this blank was made to go with the mystery kit of Art by Julia. I have not seen the design. I only went by the colors that was in there. If I ever get asked to do a mystery, I did that with the Dakota. I just pulled the colors and didn't see the design. I think I did look at it just to be sure I was on the right idea, and I was. So I just kind of looked at the drill colors and see what the main colors were and made a blank. So that is for sale. You guys are the first ones to see it. And where did I put them? Where did they go? Hold on. Let's get them. You are the first to see these. No one has seen these but the hosts of the Art by Julia event. But they had enough sponsors. So I'm like, okay. So you guys get them. So I was going to offer them to you anyway. So here they are. It's kind of like a ocean blue. It's kind of like a 996 blue on the DMC chart. Everyone loves that one. And it has emerald green, spring green, and white swirls. And then some clear resin with the blue and green and starlight, fine starlight glitter all the way through it. So it's, I think Tim showed them. So if you've been on lives, I think he showed these. There was one that he showed. I don't know if that was the one he turned. Trying to find that one. Yeah, this one here. It's a big clunk of white, but it's very pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. And he did turn one before he left. The front tip came off, but this is it turned. So if that interests you at all, if you do a lot of Dakotas with water and grassy areas, this is very pretty. It's not clear all the way through, so it is some transparency, kind of like a lot of blank makers who throw the clear in there and see it through, but you could do an E-pen with it. It would be fine. This is Vases. That's one of my favorite turns, that and Interceptor. And then for minis, Flying Tire. Those are my three that I get all the time. And Tim will try something else. You got to try something else. You can't be the same thing. So I love this turn. We've done this. We did one like a long time ago, and it was sort of elongated one. We used to do 6-inch blanks, didn't know we could cut them. And so now we did that. So this was our creation. They're ready to go. If anyone would like one, I'll put one on here. You can choose. If you choose this one, you can take that one, and I'll show you the other three, and you can have your first choice because you're here on the live. So I do have 4 available for sale. So let me know if you are interested. That's C9. And so 65 for that. And that was one we matched to the mystery for Art by Julia. But it goes with so many other things and so many different bags. I like manatees. Always have since I was a little girl. And I asked So Blingy. Tim said I could get a bag set for my birthday this year, and I got manatees. And look how pretty this pen looks with that. And I have a pen holder that goes with it, and it would just look so pretty. So there's another canvas I have with manatees in it. Forget the artist, but it was available at Enablers. and a customer, Steph Dufresne, had it, and I said, "Where'd you get that?" And Enablers, and I purchased it with a gift card I won at the Mingle in the Mitten, and I was able to get that, and this will match that really nicely. So very pretty. So that is what I have. That's how it looks turned, in case you were wondering. So that one is available. So anybody for D's? D's going, oh, C's, sorry. Got my things confused. C's, anyone for C's? Going once, going twice. Let me know. I'll have to brighten that a little. Let me take that. Anybody? Stacy, I want C4, which is the bell, which is like everything goes with bell. It's like everything goes with leopard. Everything goes with bell glitter. If I see bell glitter in an auction drop, I usually grab it. And C7. Yes, this is gorgeous. I know you're a pink purple person, so you will love that. Anybody else for any of that? See, so I think it was A8. You had that, so I got the other one you got. That's okay. I'll go back to the picture. And then C4, C7. There you go. Okay, so you have a total of 4, Stacy. And the one you got on New Year's Eve, so that would be 5. So I'll put those all together in one thing. So, okay. Anybody else? Yes, Joe, I got them. Thank you very much, though. They're all in the bag already. I'm fast. I'm a sneaky leopard. So Tim has been playing with the 3D printer. He got it he had it, but he never set it up. He set it up on New Year's Eve, and he wanted to make something. And so he goes, "What do you need?" And so when we were at the Great Lakes Escape Retreat, I don't know if Rebecca's still here, but she had a Velveeta box, and she said, "Tim, you need to make a baggie holder." And I'm like, "Well, there's like this one and these big, other things. There's a lot of 3D printer makers that have that, but there wasn't anything that you could take to a retreat or take to a day retreat." I know Stacy Travis in Florida does a day retreat with all the Florida diamond painters, and they all go. And I've been to many retreats, and there's sometimes you don't get a lot of room, especially if I'm sharing the table with Tim. I don't have a lot of room. And you have your canvas, and then you have your pens, and if you use an e-pen, you've got all this stuff going on. And you got baggies. Now, when the kit comes with baggies, I want to get started diamond painting. So I just take the baggie, stick the sticker on it, and put it in, find one of those holders. Well, I only have the really big ones, which I think a couple people sell bigger ones with a place for the pen and the tray and all that. Those are great when you're here, but they're not great when you're on the road and going somewhere. For a while there, I was going down to see my daughter-in-law, and I would take a diamond painting, and I'd have like stuff all over the dining room table, take up the whole thing. So this is great. And we came up with a better idea. So this was kind of an ask by Rebecca and a couple other people. And this is a baggie holder. Now, what's neat about this, it has these little sections. Well, what I found with other ones I've experienced, and they were great, they worked fine, but these were loose. So you put all your baggies in, and then this thing would be going sideways, and I didn't care for that. This is a variegated. I told him to do a variegated. So these are all our favorite colors. You can get it in a solid color. If you have a favorite color, let us know. If we don't have the filament, we will get it. You can have it custom made to what you want. So far, because of this is for event in February called Romancing with Roman Arts. I believe Mel Ryan, Diamonds and Dogs, and Rich Sparkle, Speaking of Diamonds, is hosting that event through Captured by Radiance. And I believe Dreamer Designs has some of them. And one of the canvases I got was called Simon. I had seen a few people working on Winter King storybook, and Simon was a leopard. Well, I have to have the leopard. So it has 55 colors. I'm like, oh, I'll fit in here. No, it does not. It only goes up to 35 because you got these fat baggy things happening. So I told him it doesn't fit. We got to make it longer. He goes, the printer's only so big. He goes, that won't really work. We don't have a super huge long printer. So we came up with a concept. We have a lip on the bottom right here. So what do you do with that? Why is that there? You are going to a retreat. You have like 80, 90 colors, right? Or you have lots of black extra left over. What do you do with it? Usually I put it in a baggie and then it gets misplaced. So this will go right on here, just like that. And I'll try and turn it, but it stacks. So it stacks. So if you go 135 is it here, I got to go to 50. So you come down here and you find your thing there. So we can stack them. We can make them. We might have a way to personalize them. We haven't gotten that far yet. So we will see. But this is one. We have blue and green, and we haven't figured out a price yet, but we wanted to see if you guys were interested. We can sell them. We can take orders, and I'll get with Tim. He made them before he left and then just said, show on the live. I'm like, okay, and test it out. So I did test it out, and it's great. It fits all in there. It's very nice. These don't fall down. And a lot of Rebecca, Crafting and Crime Daily, her artwork, her kits come in baggies. So that works really great for her. She does her models and she has everything and can get going right away, and it's organized. So very nice. So that is available. Haven't come up with a name. If someone wants to name it, great, Trudy. I'm so glad to hear that. And we can do any color you would like. If you would like, we also have purple and gold. I need to order more gold, which are LSU and leopard colors. So we can like multicolor. He did something with multicolor. I don't know what he made. We also have putty boxes he made. He took those to his show because he needed to put like little drive things in there or something. But we also have another gizmo that we came up with. Joe sent this to Tim, and it was a roller thing. And you can get them on Temu or whatever, but these are custom made and the color you want to match your boxes and so forth. So I'm going to take my little Jasmine here to show you how this all works. So we're just going to lift this up because it's on the end. So we have a round roller. So after you're done your section, you can line it up and just roll it and straighten your drills. And this is a round kit. Now we also, and it's so nice. My drills are so straight. I posted something and someone said, wow, for my duck bath, your squares are good. Do you single place the whole thing? I'm like, no, that I did multi-place. And wow, it looks so good. We also have square. Now, how do you know which is which? And you can get a small square and round if you have limited space, or you're going on a retreat and you want a small one. And this is like 9. And then this, I forget, I think it's 12 or 13. And this is a bigger one in the variegated, so it would match your tray. Got to coordinate. And so this is bigger and it's square. How do you know it's square? There's a square on it. Isn't that a neat design? So this, we'll take the big old duck bath, bring that one back. And these are just like, oh, these are so cool. And you don't have to wait for Temu and it fall apart or something like that. I love Temu, but you know, when it comes to dime painting tools, I like to have nice things. So this one works the same way, but it's for squares. It's a little bit thicker, and it does that. And it makes them all when you finish the section, of course. So this is bigger, and you can get a bigger round also. So I haven't figured out what these are for sale, but if you're interested in rollers, we can include that with the box. And let me know if you would rather see, send me an email to leopards@leopardlw. Would you like a bundle set where you get a set of these and a box, or separately? Let me know what you think works best. We'd love to know. This just is hot off the press before Tim left. He said, here's your prop, here's your stuff. So I'm like, okay. So that is what we have to offer. And I have one trinket tray that I think Stacy Eisinger here, I think you wanted. And I think you wanted to order a pastel one. I just need you to tell me what color pastels and place the order. But I do have, where did that thing go? This was left over from Christina James, Philadelphia Eagles, and it's like a teal, black, and white. It was left over from her writing pens being turned, and we had one more left. So if you, maybe there's two. So if anyone would like this, this is, I think it's $20. So if anyone would like this, it's a beautiful trinket tray. You can, of course, everybody knows what a trinket tray is. You throw your stuff on it, and you get your favorite team. My son likes everything Ohio State, so scarlet and gray. So he loves that. So, and white. So I usually throw something with that. I gave him a writing pen similar to the ones that Christina James got with the football pen, and I sent that to him. It was made with Buckeye burl from the Buckeye tree that is in Ohio, and it had the scarlet and gray on the top because he's going to get his master's along with, he's a independent duty medical tech in the Air Force in Florida, Pensacola area. So he's always writing things, and I said, you need to have a nice pen, and then you could show it to all your buddies and sell it to the ones that are, and then you need a Florida one. And he just looked at me with these eyes at Christmas. Yeah, right, Mom. You can call those baggie holders the Leopard. Oh, good job, Cindy. I'm going to write that down just because you're here. And so if you're here and you think of something, and then we'll kind of make a judgment call as to which one we like. And then you get a free $5 off anything you purchase. Gift card, or I might send you something special. So we'll see. Leopard stacks. Write that down. That's a great idea. I like that. I was trying to think of something else with an L, but it wasn't coming. So I can do colors all day long, but sometimes coming up with names. And I can come up with names usually, but I was stumped. So I'm throwing it to you. Great job, Cindy. I like that. They've been here an hour and a half. Oh boy. Any questions, anything special you want to ask? That's what I have for today. Let's go through some comments. I've been running the one woman show here and trying to look, so I hope I didn't miss anyone. So let's go back and see. I don't know if we lost Larry. We're not dirty today. Rebecca's getting ready for her cruise. Woo, have a great time. Everyone think of Rebecca down in the warm Cozumel. Ooh, so fun. Are you only going to Cozumel, Rebecca, if you're still here? Or are you going somewhere else? There's light on your desk and claiming Stacy has good taste. She does. She knows what she likes, and she knows what she likes. And I usually know what she likes. And Jess Russ, I know what she likes. And I'm like, no pink, no blue, purple. And I know what Jess likes. It's pretty, yes. Glad you could join us, Denise. Haven't seen you in a while. Because I've been on live for a while. It's been Tim, and I usually am in there, and I'm usually doing shipping when he's turning. That's usually when I do it so I can get them out to you. Rollers separate as well. Okay, cool. And I will sell them separately. If someone wants a bundle, they can kind of, hey, do you do a bundle? And we'll come up with something. But I think separate is good because you might do I have people that just like round kits. So they would only want the round. So we could sell the set for round and square, or you can just do that. And we have a smaller set. And I also printed it in green. Now, the other night I was sitting here and we just got Kevin home from work. We grabbed some Chick-fil-A because you always got to have Chick-fil-A. And so we grabbed that because he works late. And we're sitting there, and all of a sudden we hear this humming in the shop. And the shop is like right outside the living room. You go through the laundry room, and then it's there. And I just like, oh, what is that noise, Kevin? I don't know. I don't hear anything. I go, something's going off in the garage. I don't know what's going off. Tim is in New York City designing things for all you guys, and based on things you've asked for, and trying to come up with ideas so he could say, hey, you might need this in your business and your whatever. Because Denise has a gun shop. So he talked to one of his coworkers, that's the other senior account manager with Tim, does different accounts, and he likes guns. So he was giving Tim all these ideas, and Tim was designing them, and he printed off something to do writing pens to make it easier and more organized. So he was printing that, and right from New York, he could send it to my printer here in Oklahoma from New York City. So cool what technology is today. Wonderful. So that is what we have. So if you saw anything and you had second thoughts, let me know. If watching the replay and there's something that catches your eye, or if you have a question, or you're looking for a certain color blank, do you have it? I can show you all I have as well. If you do get a chance and got your orders in, please share them, because we have a lot of new people and people in events. We are going to do a Jeremiah Kettner event again in April. It's going to be springing into Kettner. I'm working with Crashly on a header. I'm thinking a lot of Kettner bunnies. I think that would be pretty fun for that event. And we will partner with people who do trays. We're not doing the trays right now. Maybe someday, but that's just not in the works. We're doing more holders and other things and tools and other stuff. And who knows what we'll come up with. We'll design it. Maybe name plates that you can put on your desk, or put it as a magnet. I go on Disney cruising, and it's a big thing to decorate your door. It's like a whole other thing. And I think I've sent pictures of mine. I kind of go over the top. I start merchandising like crazy, and everything matches. And so there's a lot of very creative people out there that put lights behind wooden magnets and cut them out of laser. And so I don't go that fast. I usually buy them from someone and get regular magnets. But anyway. Yes, get well soon. Denise is in the hospital. Oh, please, everyone pray for Denise. She's in the hospital right now. I don't think they'll leave me alone long enough to watch something. I didn't think they'd leave me alone. Yeah, when you're in the hospital, they always want to poke you, prod you, and everything. And that's if the people can even do it correctly. I do not have luck. They want to do it in my hand. I say, no, don't put an IV in my hand. Oh, it's easier that way. It doesn't work for me. My veins don't work that way. They're very frail. I have really thin skin. So I've always had thin skin. My middle son has thin skin. So please get well. I think Denise is getting surgery soon. So please pray for her this week in your prayers. Denise is a wonderful member of the Leopard family. I think she's been here since almost 6 months or so after we started. So she's been here, seeing us come from all kinds of things. So it's fun. Yeah. Oh, good luck. I've had foot surgery. So you all know, a lot of you may have been around then, but I was the limping leopard because I was on a scooter, and my house was not made for a scooter, and the shop has a step down. So I was pretty much Kevin brought me all the shipping materials from the shop to there, and I would print labels and send them, and he would get me the labels. And I didn't stop working. I just I don't want to hold up people's pens because I can't get to the shipping. And Tim goes, I can do it. I'm like, oh no, you don't. I appreciate that, but no, I have a system and I can pack pretty quickly. So I have a pretty good system now, and I have certain boxes that I use based on, what's size wise. So it's very easy and very affordable for you. So it's wonderful. So anyway, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. There's a lot going on. So please pray for Denise. Please, if you're here or you're watching the replay, keep her in your prayers that she gets through her surgery and back home to recover. You always recover better when you are at home, I think, personally. You're in your own environment, you're in your where you feel comfortable and such, but sometimes you have to stay there longer. So it's just not fun because, like Denise said, they're poking and prodding and coming in and out, and they're always checking something. And it's, oh, we can't find your vein, and we need to do it again. It didn't come. We didn't get enough, something like that. So they're poking and prodding at you. Well, your hands are too cold, so we need to warm you up. And they put me in this gown that was made of paper, and it had a hot vacuum tube, and it made it all hot. It was the craziest thing ever for my foot surgery. So anyway, oh, did Larry having surgery too? Oh goodness. Oh, when he had his heart surgery. Oh, I never had to have heart surgery. Thank goodness. When I had heart surgery, when I was able to watch Friends on YouTube. Yeah. They didn't have that when I had my surgeries. Now it's like you're in the outpatient surgery, you're in and you're out and you're gone. I had cataract surgery, and literally it's like a factory. People are going in, and 5 minutes later they're out, and they pretty much check you and send you on your way. Be sure it looks good. Okay, see you later. Next day you go see your doctor to be checked, and that's it. And then come back in a week and they check you again. And so pretty simple. Foot surgery was a little bit more. I had to go to doctor appointments, and that wasn't fun because I was on a scooter. So, and trying to get in the car with a boot and a scooter was not fun. So foot surgery is no fun. You'll probably at some point, I don't know where, I forget where, I think you said it was your foot, Denise, that needed attending, had needed surgery, if I recall correctly. So maybe they'll put you in a boot fairly soon after. I had to wear mine a little longer because my bones were frail because I'm older. So not fun when you get older. You don't heal as quickly as you do when you're in your 20s and 30s. But I'm losing. Oh, are they cutting it off? Oh no. I hope they can save the toe, or maybe I'm reading that wrong. They already have me practicing with a post-op. Oh my. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh goodness. Prayers for you. That is no fun. Yeah, I think that might be the one I had. I had to sleep with it on and do everything. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess it's better to be sure no infection gets to the rest of your body. So I guess it's okay. But I am sorry for that. And the prayers for sure, or double prayers for that. So everyone, please keep Denise in your prayers. So, and everybody, we all are going through something. So I think I read that too, that if you're diabetic and it gets to a certain point and type 2, things can happen. I had 2 doctors who dropped the ball with this infection since, oh my goodness. Oh my. Don't recommend those doctors. Oh, I found my foot doctor on a fluke. I just happened, he was near where I was working at Walmart at the time, and my big toe started turning to the right. And so the bone was rubbing. And then my second and third toe, I broke, I guess. I thought I sprained them, but they didn't heal properly because I didn't wrap it. The doctor said wrap it. I didn't know what that meant. And I didn't have tape, so I didn't know what that meant. And we did wrap it for a short time, but not long. I guess it should have been longer. So the bones went like this. So I was walking on the balls of your feet, which puts pressure on your back. So he took the third toe and was able, the way it was, he could just loosen the tight ligament. But the second toe, because it's so close to the big toe that had moved, I mean, literally the bone was growing wrong. So they had to shave off part of that bone on the big toe and then straighten the second toe. So it kind of looks different than my left foot, but it's a lot better. But I have to, if I get a pedicure, I have to kind of watch how they cut the big toe because they just don't sit right because I had ingrown toenails and that was taken off. But my doctor, I found out was very well recommended in the podiatry community when I did some research, and I did research all on my own. And he was very good. Had been doing it for 40 years and very well. And even when I went to the orthodontist, when I had my TMJ, my bite was off. So they had to straighten it. That orthodontist did all my foot doctor's kids. So I'm like, oh, well, I guess that's good because he's a good doctor. I guess he's picked a good orthodontist. I've just been lucky with who I've picked, I guess. It's like a crapshoot. So it's not too bad. And a lot of my back problems led to a chiropractor who was a little rough, and I'm a little frail. And my bones are really, I have a slight osteoporosis on my right hip. And he was, doing the kind of the machine, not hand adjusting, but this like little pulsing thing. And that made everything worse. And someone told me I was at a shake place, a nutrition health club thing. And I was talking to the owner and someone else walked in. Oh, well, I go get a medical massage. And so she is not a day spa and it's not poofy or anything. And she is from Thailand and she does Thai massage, which is way too hard for me. But she does nerve stimulation and infrared and lymph drainage. So she's very good and came highly recommended by 2 people I knew. And so I went there and that's where I've been going. And I am in much better shape, much more flexible. I've lost some weight as well. And not because I'm sick, it's because of blood pressure and pre-diabetes. So, but I couldn't lose it because of a liver autoimmune. So, I am on a very strict diet for that. So, and I have dairy allergy, so I can't eat a lot of cream. So it's kind of fun, but it's better health. I'm a little more flexible. Yeah. I've lost 43 pounds, which is like, I'm almost at my weight before I had kids, which is crazy, but it's better health. And I'm not as much out of breath like I was. So it's not good. Take care of your health. Health is first. So if you ever can't do something, we are here to work with you. If you had something ordered, we are good. So don't worry. So get well, Denise. I hope you brought some diamond painting. So to work, I think you said you did bring a mini dazzle to work on. So hopefully you get some diamond painting time and you're not getting poked and prodded. But these little boxes would be great. You could bring all your little mini dazzle things in there, but are big canvases, but they're good for your desk. If you don't have a big desk, they don't take up much room. But a lot of people sort them into other containers. But if you do like to work in the baggies or just have other things, you could use it for whatever. But it's great for baggies, and they stack, which is really nice. You can't really see it with this angle view I have. They'll try and take a picture of it stacked, and then you can stack, I wouldn't go higher than 3, but 2 is enough, because this particular kit that I'm doing, Simon by Roman Arts, and it's part of the King Winter Storybook, and it has 55 colors. So I'm up to 35, and this is bulging, so I could actually take a few out. And then the rest, there's a lot of black in the background. There's like 5 bags of full 310, which is not my favorite thing to do, but that's okay. So we'll work through it. We'll use the light board, and it's more wide than it is. It's more wide than it is deep. So actually you're going from the sideways. So the leopard is facing me, and rather than go this way, because I could, but it's all this long, it would be a very long thing. So I'm going sideways so I get more completed and move through it quicker. So that event, there's also fairy tales and folklore, pixie sticks, also diamond painting, and Dr. Pepper, aka Kate. She is doing that with Katie from Diamond Awashi, and there is an announcement video, and they go over what falls into fairy tale and folklore. So if you're into mythology, Greek mythology, Roman mythology, and Norse mythology, which I was unaware, and that takes like Loki and Thor and Freya, a lot of Chrysabug characters are in there. So the Disney thing are in there. They don't have to be actually Disney. They could be inspired Rapunzel or Cinderella. There's a lot of other shops that carry inspired Disney princesses and villains and fairy tales. And think of any fairy tale. It probably, like, I think Dreamer Designs has a Goldilocks and the Three Bears. That's a fairy tale. There's some mini dazzles that have fairy tales, also Frozen. Frozen is part of Norse mythology because of where it takes place in Norway. So there's just so many things you can do. It's like open book. I'm doing the Loki Sparkle Pal, and Kevin is doing Thor. Kevin was going to do Thor for the fairy tale. He goes, "Oh, I'll do it with you, Mom." Denise encouraged him to try diamond painting, and Legos are big and expensive, and so he did, and he's got the bug. So and Margaret told him about Star Wars, and he's all about Star Wars. So he is doing the Star Wars event in May, and he got his canvas. He asked me to order it because he didn't want it to be out of stock. So he is, and we have them in any color you want. And there, you can send a note, put a note in there. When I get them listed, we'll have a note, and you can just indicate the colors you want. This is I got this filament because these are colors that a lot of the blanks that a lot of you love these colors. So, but we can do pastel or any color. So he's done a lot of small canvases, and he likes rounds only because he says they lay better, and he's not very good at squares, but he's doing old square kits. So I said, you need to try a new square kit. We'll try this. He's doing the droids, which is R2D2 and C3PO. And so that's what he's going to do. And I said, I'll help you embellish some of it. No, Mom, thank you very much. I'm like, okay, I'll do what it says to do. I'm like, okay. So Kevin is very yes or no, sweet kid. So he is now diamond painting full. He's already got his list. That's all he wanted for Christmas was diamond paintings. So yeah. Oh, Easter one. I haven't done that one, I don't think. I'm going to check my, I don't think I did the spring ones. There's also a Valentine's one. I don't know if you got that one, Denise. I got that last year. It took forever. It was like way past Valentine's Day. So I figured I'd wait for this year. So, and there is a lot of mini dazzles. That would be easy to do while you're healing. And there's a lot of mini events. And all you have to do is complete a set. Or I think it's just one set, most of them. Or some of them are just like do some minis. So very low key. So I believe we're going to do a Mrs. Butter D and maybe some other generic event. I call it like a subject. So if you have a lot of canvases in a certain subject, like the beach or something like that, we could do that. So I haven't decided yet. I'm going to ask my group experts and see what they come up with. And we'll see. I always do the artists because I can partner with a lot of small shops that also carry something with those artists. Normally the ones I've been doing have been Diamond Art Club, but if I do something that's maybe more generic, you can help support the other small shops. So let me know if you like this blank. I'll put that up. And if you'd like to see a canvas matched, please give us ideas. Or a certain color wave, give us ideas. We'd love to know. Animals, oh, that's cool. Yes, because that can include dogs, cats. There's a lot of cat ones. In fact, I have a whip that is a cat. The Siamese cats from the Aristocats. The bad Siamese cats. They're not bad. I love Siamese cats. But those two are just a pair. They're just like troublemakers. It reminds me of my kids playing wild animals. There's a lot of people who have I think it's not farm animals. There is farm. Cows are out there. A lot of cow paintings lately. It's like forest animals. There's a lot of canvases with foxes and all kinds of things as well. And there are shops out there that are carrying, if you don't mind waiting for a canvas from some of the smaller shops. But we try and involve, if it is a Diamond Art Club artist, they support us 100%, and they have, and they're just wonderful about that. So we appreciate it. So, but some of the, like Mrs. Butter D, her paintings sell out the minute they come out, and there's been a few that have only done one run. So usually I tell them what I'm doing, and it seems like they restock. And recently, 2 Mrs. Butter D's restocked because they follow my events as well. So it's always good. So we're just trying some other things to I'd love to experiment with some other artists. I'm not into landscapes, but who knows? Sometimes you try something, you like it. I'm more into the kawaii stuff, Asian type, not Asian, but more cutesy stuff. I used to be a big Hello Kitty fan when I was a kid, and I still like it. But of course, it's not licensed, and I like to do licensed work. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I've taken up enough of your Saturday. It's been 2 hours. Go back, watch the replay if you came in later. See if there's anything that catched your eye. If you're interested in the boxes, any particular colors you'd like, because if I don't have the filament, I'll order it. And then we also have the wheels, and I'll come up with a price for these, either as a set or separately. You can order it either way. So like round, small, round, large, square, small, square, large. So either way, I'll have to check how he printed them because these were all just laying there and said, put them together. So I have the green ones, a whole set of green ones. So I'll have to see how they lay and take pictures of those and get them out there for you guys. But I'm glad you guys like our ideas. I think they're very functional. Based on, I haven't seen anything like it that stack like that. Maybe there is, but I like our little design. So, and Tim worked really hard. This is a Tim design. So it is his idea. So I liked, I mean, you do have the big ones that have this set in dividers, but this is, you can put like 5 or 6 baggies in a thing. And so if you're at a retreat and you just get a kit and you want to start it, you can just put the sticker on and go. So anyway, everyone have a great rest of your Sunday. Enjoy. There's a lot of good shows are coming back from the holiday break. So take a look. I am a big fan of The Pit. If you haven't watched that show, it has Noah Wiley from not Grey's Anatomy. What was that show? Denise, I know you know that show. Where was Noah Wiley from? It escapes me. I can't think of what it is. But that is a very good show. Gets a little graphic at times, very emotional, but it's excellent and very well done. And then there's also 911 season 9. And so that's back. They did 6 episodes, went on a hiatus, and now episode 7 just came out Thursday. Oh my gosh. It leaves you hanging. Oh, and you got to wait another week. So anyway, you all have a great night. Enjoy. Watch some YouTube, diamond paint, and keep on diamond painting. And if there's anything we can do for you or anything you'd like to see, hopefully give this a thumb. ER, that's right. Oh gosh, the very first one. Oh my gosh. If you like what you see and hear today, this was just very much Carrie Talk, just getting together, talking, checking out what's going on. And we will see you on the next one. If you think about anything you've seen, I'll be back. I don't want to set every Wednesday because sometimes things come up and I can't do it. And then I don't get out to see you. So it's just going to be when I get time, I'll just schedule it. And it's just very impromptu. It's Carrie Talk with the Queen Leopard. So if you see a blank out there and you don't know where you got it and you just saw it in a group somewhere, let me know. I found Christina Carson. Saw this blank. I don't know where it came from. And I did my detective work and I looked at it. I kind of knew what caster it looked like. Oh, we don't have any more. Well, now they've decided they want to remake it. So now I have it for Christina. So never give up, never surrender. So I can find it. If I can't find it, we will make it. So everyone have a great night. Have a good one. Be safe. Enjoy your family. And we will see you on the next live and back with Tim next weekend. Bye, everyone.